Once you've finished combing your child and you've removed the head lice problem, it's a really good idea to recomb in 5 to 7 days for 3 reasons. The first reason is in case you miss something. Now, you're not likely to miss the adult or even the adolescent. They're quite a decent size. But what you may miss is an egg or a baby. And in this case, if you do it again in 5 to 7 days' time, it'll actually give the egg time to hatch and the baby time to grow, but it won't actually allow them to become an egg-laying adult. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because you need to do a bit of the cleaning that we've talked about in case you've left one behind. Even the shirt that the child is wearing while you're doing the combing could have a louse on it. And if you didn't happen to see it and you've finished and it's moved back onto their head, you've got an opportunity to get that again in 5 to 7 days' time before the infestation repeats itself. The third reason, and probably the most important reason, is whoever gave your child head lice or yourself head lice in the first place may still have it. And so this cycle is going to be repeated. You'll know whether it's a new infestation or something you missed. If it's something you missed, you're likely to find a baby or an adolescent because you will have missed either a baby or an egg. So in that time of 5 to 7 days' time, it's given that egg time to hatch and that baby time to grow, but not actually time to reach mature adulthood, which is about 7 to 10 days. If it is a new infestation, you're going to have a live adult louse, which has come onto your head and laid eggs. So it's usually very easy to be able to see, oh, look, I missed 5 eggs because now I found 5 babies or 5 adolescents. And you'll actually find their egg casings as well. Or if it's a new infestation, you'll find the adult with a bunch of eggs. So if you were to find something in the 5 to 7 days, you did it the first time, you do it again and you do find something, just continue to do it in 5 to 7 days' time, and this will be able to get the infestation before it takes over again. And once you do it even twice, 5 to 7 days, and then a week later and you've found nothing, the problem's gone. So they're the 3 reasons why I think you should do it again in 5 to 7 days' time. As lice are highly contagious, it really is important to do everybody in the family, everybody living in the same environment. If you were unlucky enough to have a child sit on the lounge, leave a louse behind and someone else comes and sits down there, they may not even be itchy depending on their scalp. So just because you see it in one child but you don't see it in another, or you don't see it even on an adult in the house, it really is important to do everyone in the whole family. A stitch in time saves 9. So do everyone all at once, but only repeat in 5 to 7 days' time the people who are actually found to have head lice. Now look, don't be afraid to tell somebody. Don't be afraid to tell the daycare, the school, or anyone that you may have got it from, maybe a dance group if you've all used the same hairbrushes, things like that. Because if you can share the news, other people can then be equipped to get rid of it themselves. If they don't know they've had it or they have got it, you may be continually swapping it around. I understand that's much harder for high schoolers because no one wants to tell anyone anything, but it is important if you can try and convince your high schooler, someone older child, to share it with their friends, that they can all be treated at the same time. So you may feel a little overwhelmed and you're thinking, I just don't know how I'm going to do this, but persevere. Follow the instructions. You will get on top of this. I've done thousands and thousands of clients. It is very easy to get rid of, but you've got to persevere. When you first start, you might find that it's a little awkward. By the time you get to the top, you'll be cruising. When you do it again and you hardly find anything, you'll be encouraged. When you do it even the 3rd time and you find nothing, you'll know you've got it. You will beat this. You can do it. All the very best.